Hello, and welcome to Wreckage of the Old Boats, where there's a boat, and it goes in the air now.
So, last time we got our butts kicked by orcs, and we found out that statistically speaking, we shouldn't have fought these orcs, so we're gonna do it all over again.
Yeah,
legit.
But
Let's
I
do
told
it.
you guys, fighting these orcs on the open field was gonna be a terrible idea, but did any of you listen? No! Of
Yeah.
course
No,
no one
Tim,
listens
Tim,
to me!
it wasn't our fault, it was the GM's fault, so now we're making him do the entire encounter again.
Hold on.
Okay. If you really want to.
No.
Hold on.
I was gonna say, it's just that we're now having the encounter in a different city after we've evacuated the people.
I told you it was a stupid idea to go at all. Yeah, no, you had to be all, I'm a Mr. Paladin.
Well, I mean, we did save everyone's life here.
Yes, and
You
look
know,
where that got
all these
us.
people are alive. Yeah, everyone's
It
alive.
got us with you being injured, and her being nearly killed, and her being almost destroyed. By the way, he's
Well-
pointing at Criella, and then respectively, he's pointing at Robin.
Oh, I mean, we all got out in the end, and well, I mean, speaking for myself, I would have been totally fine with getting killed there. Ow. I mean, if it meant everyone else got out anyway.
Well, I say that we take the ship, fly it all the way back to someplace a lot less dangerous, like, I don't know, that angsty place seems pretty cool, and we just don't bother with any of this stuff anymore.
There's 2 other villages that still need our help, though.
Your villages. Well, you said yourself that both of them can handle themselves pretty decently compared to the one we went to.
They're still gonna get rolled over if they don't have any help or if they don't know that they're coming.
I'm pretty sure they got an idea with the fields burning as we left them.
Yeah, true. I mean that's
That's one hell of a smoke signal.
But I saved some corn, so I'm happy.
it's just Jacob just kind of stands up and says, "Even so, we best not. Even so, I can't speak for you, of course. If you don't want to do this anymore, I understand entirely. But I can't let them. But I can't let these orcs. I can't even take the risk that these orcs can hurt anybody else. Ow."
So basically, no matter what I say, doesn't mean diddly squat. You're just gonna do your own thing.
Oops.
I'll take it. If you have any advice on how to beat them further, then I'll take that. But no,
Paralyze
I'm
them
not.
and then gang up on one, eat one at a time.
Well, I mean
What
that's
about
not
what the other ones are doing?
They can do what they want. Just beat up one at a time. Otherwise, we're gonna get swarmed, and you're gonna get ganked. I'm gonna
Yeah,
run
but if
for
we're
the
all
pills.
focusing on one singular orc, then everyone else is gonna just attack us at the same time.
Now you see, that's where the brilliant plan comes into action. Then we use an area of effect that only hurts them, like fire.
Fire hurts people too.
That higher fire hurts me too.
Man, you're a bunch of pansies.
I mean, just because I'm a water person doesn't mean that I can make water. I'm a fish person. I can't make water appear out of thin... No, wait, I kind of can't. I can't make all the water appear out of thin air.
Well, that's what the decanther of endless water's for.
It's not that endless. Remember when we tried to fill up that one pit and we were like, no, that would be a bad idea because it would take 500 years?
Hey, just because it would take 500 years to just be able to fill up a giant-ass hole in the ground...
Jacob goes and puts Criella in a bed, by the way.
Assumedly taking her out of her armor first.
He's averting his gaze while doing it
Stripping
because he's
her,
like,
She wears
I'd
clothes
imagine-
underneath, you idiot.
oh, right. I mean,
There's just
hey,
all-
he doesn't want to take the chance, okay?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't wear anything under his armor.
Oh no, Cotton. Just. Tim,
What?
is Jacob wearing anything underneath his armor right now?
Yes, I'm just being silly.
I just want to tell you, I'd make you roll a Constitution saving throw for your skin.
But yeah, Jacob kind of brings Kriel over to her bed, kind of tucks her in, places a little glass of water next to her nightstand, which he doesn't have a nightstand, on this little table over here, and goes back over to goes back over with the rest. Keeping in mind, he does not look any better than Kriella does, by the by.
Okay, so we're settled. We're gonna go to the next village while Jacob takes a nap.
Oh, sorry, what?
We're gonna go fly to the next village and prepare, and you can take a nap so you're ready to go.
But I gotta think about things to do. I mean, you gotta get everyone psyched up. I mean, I'm the one who got...
him on the head.
Yeah, I was gonna have Feather punch him in the
1
face
damage.
for non-lethal damage.
Just knock him the fuck out. Well, you could probably knock him out if you hit him. So, I mean,
Do you want us to attempt it, or do you just want to do narrative that we do?
it's up to Tim.
I mean, I'm down. I mean, it's like Jacob just kind of falls over and goes all like, yeah.
All right, help me get him out of his armor so he can rest, right?
Yeah, fine. So, pulling off his armor, right here.
Yes.
Hey, Bubbles, help me undress this strange man.
Okay.
I thought he was your friend.
I mean, he's strange to her.
Yes, he's strange to her. He's actually strange in general, but that's beside the point.
Okay. Can we have like fucking 3 people doing it? It doesn't take very long to get his armor off.
Okay.
It's like-
Orin assumedly somehow gets him to his room so he can do a sleep.
Yep. He just kind of
Feather helps,
goes.
that's how.
Yeah,
And they
like,
put his armor by his bed.
Okay, I hear. Sorry that I.
Which
Assumedly they're having an amount of rest on the flight over.
Okay. Yeah, short rest.
Meanwhile, Jacob's getting a long rest by sleeping.
Gonna go ahead and.
Why would he be getting a long rest?
Because he's gonna sleep long. Isn't like a short
So,
rest a dictation of 6 hours or less or something like that?
Short rest is an hour, while a long rest is 8. If you wish to spend 8 hours for a long rest, by all means.
I mean, it wouldn't take us that long to get there, but it would take the orcs longer because they're on foot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one of them that's mounted up, and well.
And then they got attacked by a werewolf.
And whatever other defenses the town might have had in place.
I would
it's
say.
it's up to you whether or not you want to risk it.
I would say, honestly, based upon all the information here, I would say let's go ahead and get to the village. Keeping in mind, this is out of character as well, not to metagame. But I'd say get to the village. Maybe try and dig in. Maybe try and get some defenses together to slow the orcs a little bit while we evacuate everybody, or whittle them down before we get back to Wrench.
Yeah.
Maybe rest there when we get there. Is what I'm saying.
Okay,
So basically our plan seems to be go here, pick up defenselessy people, take them here, and tuck them in so they are safe to do.
Well, I
and
mean,
go back
we
here to protect.
yeah, we want to bring them to Wrench there. Yeah, we want to bring any non-combatants to Wrench there because they're going to be safest there. And we get as many warriors as we can together. Yes.
What we could do is we could go to what's left?
Chisel?
Chisel. Okay, we could go to Chisel first because we got enough room in the airship, more than likely, to go to Chisel and get a bunch of those hunter people to help protect them, and then we all go to Minor Town.
That's this one.
Minor Town.
This is the one we were just in.
You sure it doesn't look like it's on fire?
Shrews? Sure, let me just grab a fire thing out of the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I see. That was. All
right, yeah, I'd say chisel first.
Why is there a truck?
It's a fire truck.
Well,
I mean,
that's the first thing on...
if we can carry everybody anyway, I'd say, yeah, let's go to chisel first.
I'm going to check and make sure I'm getting the names right in this. 3 villages. Yeah, Shrews is the one you just came from.
Yeah, we did. We knew Shrews. I just didn't remember the names of the other two.
Wrench is the dwarf village. Chisel is the Yanti village.
Ah, okay. Well, then let's go to the Yanti village, because the dwarf village is going to be more heavily fortified, supposedly.
All right, Yanti. How do you spell that, by the way? I don't know.
Yuamti.
For a second,
All right, thank
I
you.
thought you got angry at Tim. It's just like, why you?
Why you?
All right, yeah,
How dare you not know how to spell this fictional village?
All right,
Species.
anyway. But yeah, so we get to assumedly we fly to the Yanti village,
Okay.
Yes.
and I'm gonna go ahead and take a short rest.
All right. Roll your hit die, as many as you feel you require.
All right, I'm gonna say
Okay.
1,
So let's
2, 3.
So
All
we
right,
can
so that's
dictate whenever we want how many we're using, right?
Whoa.
Oh, if he's
Yeah.
doing a short rest, then I'd like to do a thing.
Sure.
I'm doing the short rest too, since
I'm at
Solid
21
rest.
HP.
Beginning at second level, you use soothing music or orientation to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you or any friendly creature can hear your performance, regain hit points at the end of short rest. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Oh,
Okay.
neat.
Oh, okay.
Go
So
ahead.
let me just roll 1d6. There you go.
Oh,
That should be on Arin. Oh well.
1, 2, 2, 3, 4.
And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do one more.
All right. Let's
Wait, how? Oh, wait, right. Plus con modifier.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yes. All right. I think I'm at full.
There you go.
Let me
Alright.
just switch over to Fathom here real quick. Let's see, 76 to 89.
I am now at 38 out of 86. I
Well,
should not get into a fight.
Yes.
I should not fight.
89 minus 76 is 13. So yeah, I am at max health with that just one dice from my current.
Okay, so
dice pool.
here's what I'm gonna say. Whoever you bring in, put next to the door.
Okay. So we're definitely gonna be bringing this guy.
Does Robin need rest after what happened?
Yes.
Yeah. More than
Rubble
likely.
bulls.
Okay,
Jacob's
well,
like, I might not be very good at getting rest for myself, but Robin, I insist.
We might need to take your sister if we really need it.
Hey, Bubbles, you want to come beat up some orcs?
Fuck yeah!
All right.
Let
So
me actually give you guys that thing.
Should we bring anyone else?
Oh, dude, you know what I can do,
holding up
actually?
there, Jacob.
Jacob's like, I'm gonna hold up a little bit better after this.
By the way,
Yeah,
Tim,
man.
you could use up to 8 of your dice if you really wanted.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick.
I'm gonna bring Julibri as well.
3, 4. Nice. Okay. So that's
Okay.
11 plus 7 plus 5 plus 12. That's... Hey, Google. What's 11 plus 7 plus 5 plus 12?
Wow, Bubble is frail
35.
as shit.
Okay, so that's...
Well, her health shouldn't be a problem.
She is very
Oh,
sneaky.
she is rogue.
Yep.
Rogue light.
She can basically just do a thing. does a hide and then run off and stuff like that.
Jacob's just sort of like, like rolling his shoulders and whatnot, kind of rolling his neck a little bit. He's like, I'll be all right.
5, 6, 7.
Did you take into account the extra from Song of Rest, or?
You rolled.
Yes.
8 times. Okay.
Yep, I did.
Okay, where to put you on this map? Okay. So you arrive at the Tizzle Yankee Village.
Wow, this place is nice.
So you gain back 70 health.
Yep.
Fuck.
And you're still not at full.
Nope.
Gosh,
So,
there's lots of snakes around.
Yeah, they're snake people.
Wait. Really?
Yeah. I mean, I think they are. Oh, wait, no, that was out of character, wasn't it? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, there are lots of snakes around. Hi, snakes. Wait, I can't speak to animals, right? It's not a good idea. I think I might have gotten hit in the head a couple times. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you did. Well, it was more like in the neck a few times with the javelin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I took a javelin to the face. To the neck.
Javelin to the neck.
No, actually, it was a pike.
It was a pike. He got piked in the neck. That's even worse.
Anyway, Auron is going to just
Oh, and it hasn't
walk up
changed
to the
days yet.
snake and be like, "Hello."
Well, sis to you too.
You
Is there
scum!
a village leader or something I can talk to?
Honestly, the snake is just all rolled up, trying to get warm in the sun, and whilst you're talking to it, it's just looking at you, occasionally flicking its tongue. It doesn't seem to understand you.
Aaron, I don't
Aaron?
think the snake can talk.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
It looks more like it's gonna strike you in annoyance.
Oh, goodness.
We should probably find a village elder, yeah.
This village is a lot bigger than I expected.
Yeah, no kidding.
Should we split up to cover more ground, or?
Alright,
Honestly,
gang, let's split
I-
up.
No, okay, I guess we're doing that now.
Sure. You know what? Let's get an initiative going, so
Okay.
that it's a little easier for me to determine whose turn it is to interact with stuff. Not because it's combat. Not...
Not yet,
Should we
anyway.
roll for the NPCs?
You know what? We'll share the initiative with you, depending on who the heck you're controlling.
So I guess Tim's controlling the sister, or are we switching things up?
Let's switch it up.
Alright, who gets who?
I call Julibri.
Alright, you get the magic user.
Yeah.
Got the magic touch.
I am
You got the touch,
I'm
dude.
going with Mr. Pirate Shadowbeard.
Alright, I guess I'm hanging out with my sister.
It just makes sense.
Jacob's walking around with Julibri, and, they're probably just talking about, I don't know, things.
And that's when I lost all my spell components, and I had to go back into town, and the price had been raised.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they, did they have the same spell components you had previously?
Yeah, but it was like an hour later in the same shop.
Huh. That's kind of a weird coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not buying from there anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either. I mean, where I need to go to get all these holy seals and whatnot, and these writs?
Where do you need to go?
I need to go to there's like a very specific store I had to go to for these, right?
Holy Mart.
Holy,
I zoned out for a second. What?
it's like
Walmart.
I think it was like keep your target on the gods or something. I don't know.
Oh my god. Anyway, what are you doing, Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob's just gonna go ahead and look around and look for a city, like the village elder.
Okay.
He's gonna ask around. He's gonna ask around to the bipedal folks real quick.
The bipedals. Okay.
No, mostly because he doesn't know the language of snake people, if there are any snake people around.
There is some snake people around, but they only look vaguely snakish. They're not entirely snake.
Oh, okay. So he's just gonna go ahead and look for someone who looks like they can speak.
Yeah, that person looks like they can talk.
He's like, "Hello,
Hello.
greetings. My name is Jacob Zenlo. I'm looking for the village elder. Do you know where they may be?"
Well, Zenlo,
Be right back.
Okay. You're really gonna do this, aren't you, Kate?
Yes, I fucking am.
Oh, God.
We mostly rule by committee over here.
Oh, I see. I understand entirely. So is there anyone here who was in charge of security then, or coordinates that sort of thing? Those things like that?
Security?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a shit ton of snakes here.
I mean, yeah, but is there anyone who, is the designated snake whisperer?
Designated snake whisperer.
Yes. Anybody like that around here?
Well, the only snake authority we have here is, Christ, I didn't even name this guy. Damn it.
Just the snake authority. That's exactly how he writes it out on paper too. It's just snake authority.
Yes,
Snake.
Sprinkles over at the altar.
His name is Sprinkles.
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's a pretty good place to start then. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss. It's very appreciated. And I'm gonna go to the altar.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Nice meeting you. Walks off. He's like, man, maybe I am too friendly to people.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Maybe you think I'm kind of just weird for being really, really friendly all the time? Because most people go "Yay, gotta get out of my face,"
I don't think I've encountered very much people like that.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Alright. Arin.
Oh, Arin's BRB'd.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll go with Fathom and then back to Arin when Niv gets back.
Alright. So how many places have you been to?
Ugh. Hard to count anymore. So many docks and... Christ. I remember he had a pirate accent and he just can't... I just can't maintain it.
So many docks I had to be in.
So many ports out at sea I've encountered. Hard to keep track any longer. At least greater than 2.
Huh. Well, I mean, 2's pretty good.
Rawr. I said greater than 2.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
And 2 is still pretty good, though. You gotta admit. And it's better than 1. 1's pretty lonely.
Are you okay? What is this? What you be interrogating me about?
I'm not interrogating. I'm trying to have a conversation. Is it wrong to have a conversation with people that we're going to be hanging out with?
You were talking about the number 2 and its greatness. I'm concerned.
And Look, I don't got many friends that I can really communicate very well with. It's kind of just do a job here and go about there, okay?
That'd be unfortunate.
Alright. Holy hell, what the hell is that?
Okay. So what you see over there is this humongous fucking snake. It's just there. It's just resting there. It is there. Next to this altar.
Oh my god, that thing's huge! Alright, and then just in front of him, as he's kind of stumbling about, out of his pack comes something that spills out just at his feet.
Just instinctively throw caltrops on the ground.
No, yes, okay. We could go with that, yeah.
Caltrops! I just... Gate, I have a request.
What is
Can it
this?
just be a thing? Can it just be a thing that, like, Featham just has caltrops at all times? Can we just have this
But
be
he
a thing?
already does have caltrop at all times. What are you asking?
I know,
I mean, like-
right? I always buy caltrops.
Fair enough, yeah. It's like, it doesn't matter what the situation is, he has caltrops.
More of a character thing for Nath.
It really is.
Well.
I'll stick with the standard mechanics, thank you. If he loses caltrops, it's just more because he's not using them properly.
Guess I gotta buckle down and do this normal.
Oh no! My caltrops!
Christ.
The snake! The caltrops, the snake!
You end up dropping caltrops on the ground in front of you, but the snake isn't seem to be very interested in you. That interested. It is looking around in your direction just due to the fact that you're
Screaming.
coming nearby. Yeah, and screaming, but it's slightly near the altar. It's just looking at you right now like, can I help you?
Oh! Yes! Possibly. You see, we're here to help warn people or evacuate people about certain events that are coming. Like orcs. Band of them. Large band. They destroyed a town that was nearby. You might have seen the smoke. Perhaps.
I did see the smoke.
Yeah, that place got,
That's why we have all these snakes out now.
Well, that's good. That's very good to see. Yeah, just coming by, warning people, maybe setting up a plan.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Who's in charge, by the way? Well, if there is anyone in charge.
It's more of a ruling committee of like 5 or 6 people.
Oh, okay. Who's the 5 or 6 people that I need to talk to?
Well, me. Think.
Okay.
It's one. Hold on. Name 6 fucking people real quick.
Okay, if you need to name them.
Yes, I do. There's also Slither, John Slither.
Okay, I'm actually writing these down here. Let's just grab my notepad here real quick. Where's the in-game note stuff? Any other notes? Here we go. John Slither.
Jenny Snake.
Jenny Snake.
Cobra. Just Cobra. But
Cobra?
shouted very loudly.
Oh, so kind of like Cobra! Ah!
Like that. You just hear what in the fucking distance.
I'm just trying to talk to people.
Diamond Bach?
Diamond Bach? Is that BAWK?
WK? What?
Bach.
Like
Bach,
a BACH.
BACH? Ah, like the musician.
Yes, Diamond Bach.
Is one called Cot?
How do you spell that?
KOT.
Okay. So Rattle Cot.
I was gonna say Cot, Cotton Mouth. Cotton Moth.
And what's her name?
Rattle Cot. I mean, you know why I chose Cotton Moth, right?
Yeah. And
1, 2, 3.
Hydra.
Hydra.
And I'm Hydra.
Ow! Nice to meet you, Hydra. Priestess. Let's see here. Well, so yeah. They're gonna come in great numbers and they're gonna do a lot of wrecking of stuff or whatever.
And what's the plan about this?
Well, the plan normally comes from me. I just like to run away, but what my friend is deciding to do, or choosing to do, is go to the Dwarf place. Wait, do I know it's Dwarf place?
Yeah. Well, I would have hoped someone would have informed you after making a successful history check.
Oh, okay. And it's called Wrench, right?
It's called Wrench.
Alright, so going over, taking everyone and bringing them over to Wrench, which is
Okay.
supposedly supposed to be a much more tactical place to defend, and then all at once we attack the orcs that are supposed to be attacking. Not my idea, but I'd choose to just run away.
Well, that seems pretty sound, but there's a couple hang-ups as far as that's concerned.
You don't want to leave.
Well, not quite the problem. They don't really like us there, and they're not going to let us in.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
Fathom's talking with Hydra.
God damn it. Hey, Elijah.
Damn it.
Elijah.
What?
Hydra's one of the 6 council member people of this town.
Okay.
So, since you're back, Aaron, what are you doing?
Looking around for anything that might jump out at me. Along with Bubble. Just spending time with my sister.
Okay.
Just, wandering the streets, I guess.
Alright, which direction you going in? Okay.
Going down to that direction, because Fathom went north, so
Yeah, and
may as well go south.
And Jacob
Jacob went-
is talking to these guys.
with
during
sword
this-
in the middle.
Yeah.
Alright, I should say that if you're in line of sight of something, you can see it. You don't need to make a perception check.
Okay. Lots of snaky peoples. Lots of these snakes. Look at all these friends.
Maximum friends.
Danger noodles. But, yeah.
Yeah, the danger noodle.
Danger Noodle. Danger.
Oh, hey, there's some funny dudes over there. I guess I can see
I-
them.
I have a question. What happens if one tries to pet the danger noodles here?
Has anyone attempted to pet a ginger noodle yet?
You should totally pet one, Tim.
Never mind.
Oh,
All right.
no!
So over here, you can see some sort of interaction going over there.
I know you said we can see, but will we need to roll to be able to hear?
Yeah, hearing would be a thing.
Okay, let me just roll myself a perception. Wow.
Like that.
Womp, 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 womp.
I am
Yeah.
Groot.
I
am
wonder
Groot.
what those guys are talking about.
Oh, they can always find out.
Alright. Start getting a bit closer.
The stealthy sister says to the much more blunt sister,
I meant stealth. Fuck it. She just goes to hide in a tree. While Aaron approaches, like, just walking.
Okay. Okay.
Sister, what are you doing?
It's like R&Y.
Because obviously this is the best idea.
Okay. So, walking up, you can see a very familiar set of armor. Wait, was Arn in that temple?
Yes.
Okay.
She could breathe underwater and Tomb could not.
See, this is where the situation has changed drastically, because instead of Criella coming here and nobody knowing Plate, yeah, Arn's here, and is the first one to see him.
Plate!
Well,
Yeah.
Plate does turn around and look at you and waves.
Aaron
Next.
jogs over happily.
Next to him is a Swahad
Swahili.
Swahagin
Swahagan.
Swahagan spellcaster lady, and another person you've met before.
Really?
Plate turns to you and says, I don't know if I'm remembering his voice correctly. Hello,
Hi, Plate. How are you?
I am doing fine.
Oh, I love him! I love him. He's great.
That's good to hear.
How are you?
Pretty good. You know, I was apparently stuck in a sphere for a few weeks, but I'm good.
It is good you've escaped that then. So the person closest to the tree, which you've also met before, okay, which
Now, what do they
there's a
look like?
specific track I wanted for this. Hello!
Hello.
I'm not
you
feeling comfortable.
You just caught up with me again! It's great. Right in the middle of me purchasing another set of armor.
Oh, him.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Gosh, you must be some kind of collector.
Something like that.
Meanwhile, Jacob's going like, why do I have a sudden impending feeling of terror?
Ian doesn't seem to realize the set of armor they're buying.
You should get out of here soon, mister. There's some bad orcs on there might be coming.
Oh, I've seen the flames in the distance. I'm not too worried.
Really? Why not?
I'm going to be out of here as soon as possible. After all, why I came here in the first place is standing right before me.
Wait. Are they buying you, Plate?
Plate takes a moment and says, well, not even says anything, he just nods, and you hear the metal clank against his chest.
No.
But you're a person. They can't buy you.
Plate just stands silent and holding his helmet down. Well, as interesting a belief that is, however, I am purchasing him.
Can I come and visit him sometime?
Oh.
Oh my fucking... Okay.
Instead of trying to buy him instead.
I mean, I could do that, but I have no idea if anyone gave Arin her money back.
She probably did get it back.
Visit him? You know what? That actually sounds...
Alright, you better not get kidnapped again, I swear to God.
Well, I certainly couldn't reject you from coming along at some point. Sure, it'd be quite a surprise for my boss.
Gosh, if he's as nice a person as you are.
Oh, he is the nicest person.
Yeah, she's not trying to buy Plate because she thinks this guy is a nice guy. Remember?
That's right.
Well, if you ever find yourself in Seabreeze, I'm sure I'll be able to find you when you get over.
Okay, I'll have to try and visit sometime.
Of course. Looking forward to it. Arin, was it?
Yeah. Before I go try and find someone else to warn about the orcs, though, Plate, are you sure you're gonna be okay?
The Plate just says, "I will be okay."
Are you sure? I could try counterbuy if you want.
Plate's not really sure how to respond to that.
Okay.
Well, I am buying him for quite a lot of platinum. Certainly more than I've paid for the armor you got in me. But who am I to stop you from such a free market decision?
Ooh.
Arin pouts because, there's literally only one thing she could offer that might change this person's mind, and she's not about to offer that.
What would that be?
Miniature fucking son.
Oh my god.
She at least has the common sense to not offer a god artifact in exchange for this.
Oh shit, I can fucking guarantee that would have gotten him. Jesus.
Yeah.
Would you like a miniature son? And he'd just be like, well, fuck, okay.
Yeah, also it's currently being held inside of a ebile boot with glove. So yeah, probably not the smartest idea.
Yeah,
On
should
top
probably
of that,
find
it's
some
with
kind
the
of container for that.
bag of
Here,
holding
catch.
that Feather is carrying.
Just go like, here, catch!
Yes, and take damage from it.
Here, take
Yeah,
like literally everyone in line of sight of the thing, which just would be very, very like harmed.
it's like,
a lot.
by the time, after a little bit, the buildings would no longer be blocking line of sight either.
True.
That's exactly it.
That
too.
boot is the one thing keeping this planet from an extinction level event again.
Arin gives Plate a hug.
All the more
Wait,
reason
that's
not
back.
to destroy Ebile.
Just lightly patting Oren's back. That's cute.
Aww.
Aw. After a bit, she kind of remembers what she's meant to be doing and heads off to go and just, like, says goodbye and then goes to do that. Back to Featham, I think, or Jacob.
Oh, it was Featham's turn last time. Was it? Yeah, Jacob.
So Jacob arrives up here. Goes like, "Oh, Featham, you already found her."
Shh! You might scare the snake.
Looks over the snake. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. Is the snake going to be okay? I don't want to offend the snake.
Oh my
I
god!
Oh, don't worry. Sprinkles is harmless.
Okay. Hi. My name is Featham. Did you already say what the thing was you were doing was?
Yes, meet Hydra, one of the council members.
Right. Okay. And Jacob kind of goes like, "Well, what do you think, if I may ask?"
Well, as I had just finished mentioning to your friend over here, the people in Chisel aren't exactly fond of us. We're not going to be able to get in.
Oh. Okay. That's a problem.
Bling,
But
bling.
I mean, considering the fact that this is a life or death situation, we might be able to work out something then.
I would hope.
Especially if
Jacob
you can
kinda-
prove it's life or death situation.
Jacob kind of strokes his chin a little bit and says, "I'll tell you what. If we can secure you a passage into the town of Chisel, will you guys will you would you be willing to help us fight off these orcs, like coordinated like?"
I think we can work something out. Yes.
Jacob nods and says, "Okay, so here's what we do in this case then. Okay, so I mean, with all the snakes around, I'm assuming you guys are already ready for a fight then, huh?"
Yeah, we're hoping to bite the shit out of them.
Right, yeah. It shouldn't be. I mean, they're pretty big, so shouldn't be able to miss too hard. But I mean, would you say that you're? Jacob kind of lists off numbers as far as the orcs are concerned and gives them information as to what they'd be looking at. Do you think is there somebody here specifically who is like a tactician or someone who like is in charge of the militia or something like that? If you guys have a militia,
Sort of. We've never had to go into a full-on fight before, but that's generally due to the fact that people avoid us with all the snakes around.
true. So these are orcs, so.
And we have Sprinkles over there. Hey, Sprinkles!
Yeah, cause me to sprinkle something.
Please pick those up later. Or, soon.
Alright.
Jacob
Come over
just-
and step on those.
Looks over and says, "Well, do you guys think you would be able to hold out in the event of an attack?"
Well, we'll see. You said it's about like 9 or 10 orcs, so I think we can hold on for a bit.
Very tough, yeah. We do have some people who volunteered to be warriors on the airship over there. What I would say based on this is, I would say, okay. What I would recommend in this case then is, we'll go ahead and get them out of here. We get any non-combatants on the airship and get our stand over on that way there, so that if the orcs do attack and they start to overwhelm us, we can get out of here real quick.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
No, what did you say, Tim?
Basically, like, we get the warriors on our ship out here to defend the village as best as we can, and set up for if the orcs do attack.
Okay.
Get all the non-combatants onto the ship, basically.
Okay.
So, if we do need to get out of here, we can just kind of do a fighting retreat and then leave.
Like we
Okay.
did last time. We managed to save most of the village.
Yeah, and meanwhile, meanwhile, it's not going to do us much good if we can't get a fallback point. Jacob kind of looks over at his wounds and says, "I'll tell you what, guys. if needs be, I can ride to Chisel and see if I can get an audience with them there. If you guys want to set up here.
Feeling a little skittish after your last encounter, buddy?
I mean, I feel. I mean, I'm the one. I mean, I have a. I mean, my horse and I, we can move pretty fast. So. Plus, if plus I'd have the. No offense, Feathem, but I might be the best. Aaron or myself would probably be the best option for convincing the village elder of Chisel to let these people in.
Oh yeah, no, I have no doubt about that. I can't talk to anyone worth shit. I steal things and I run away. I don't talk to people.
Don't. Fair enough. Jacob's like. So you know that could be the plan. You go ahead and gather up so we try and set up some camp here. Try and blunt the orcs over here. Set up traps, things like that, and I'll go to Chisel and see if I can.
Do.
Yeah, and I'll go to Chisel and see if I can either get help here or let the non-combatants in. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. I really shouldn't go alone either.
Hey, Hydra.
Hello?
Where can I get rope around here?
Oh, what an interesting question. I'm sure somebody has some.
Gee, okay.
And meanwhile, Jacob's gonna go over and see if he can find Aaron.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh. There's a turn order for now. Speaking of which, Aaron.
Yep.
How do?
I am leaving this meeting with my friendo, kind of downtrodden that he's being sold and there's nothing I can do about it. But still happy that I saw him again and that I know he's going into good hands. So.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you know that.
So I make it about here before Bubble rejoins me and I start filling her in on that whole thing. Just like, yeah, this is what happened. And Bubble's just like, I can't believe you're this clueless, but okay. As we're just walking in this direction, I guess.
Okay.
It's like Jacob proceeds to get over this way. He's like, Aaron!
Oh, hey Jacob, what's up?
Okay, so a little bit of a change of plans. So we're gonna try and... Sorry, Bubble.
You bap right into Bubble. Ah, okay.
Sorry, Bubble. Okay, so here's the thing. So there's apparently question as to whether or not the civilians and everybody here is going to be let into Chisel if we go there.
Uh-huh.
Because, the people of Chisel don't seem to... Wrench, I'm sorry. The people of Wrench don't like these people very much. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and ride ahead to Wrench, and I'm going to try and convince them to let the civilians in and help make a final stand there if we need to.
Do you need me to come?
I shouldn't go alone, but I was going to... but you were my first choice.
I'm good at talking to people, so...
Yeah, and you're also not bad in a fight either. Jacob looks over at Julibri and says, "No offense. Jacob looks over at Julibri and says, if you guys are okay with that, I mean, I know it's your ship."
No offense.
Sure.
Yeah, because I consider you to be the acting authority around here.
At least on the ship.
Really? It seems as if for the last couple days, of course, you seem to be acting authority yourself.
I mean, we're using your ship, so the old saying, you're the king of a captain's the king of their own ship, right? Or queen.
Well, you guys are paying me for the ship.
Oh, fair enough. Either way, yeah.
You can't expect us to pay someone for transport, and then the person transporting you just goes wherever they want.
I mean, fair enough.
That's what cruises do.
I mean, fair enough, but still, he just kind of looks at Jacob, kind of looks over at Aaron and says, "What do you think?"
I think I should go with you to try and talk to the people.
Yeah. Betham will be here to try and lay traps and, coordinate the defense.
Bubbles, do you think you can help him with that?
Do I hear this at all?
You are roughly around 25 feet away, probably.
I heard that. You're just gonna abandon me.
We're not
Oh,
gonna
so
abandon you. We're gonna go get the cavalry.
What are you asking Bubbles about?
To help Fathom with the traps.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be able to do a lot with that.
Yep.
All right.
I have a spell that is gonna be great.
I have a spell that gets on everybody's nerves.
Jacob licks his lips a little bit and gives a little and calls his horse.
Don't whistle into your mic again.
Okay.
So wait, are we going on the same horse, or...?
I mean, it makes sense.
Alright.
Jewelry's
As long as you are aware of the fact that Arn is going to have to cling to you for however long this trip takes.
I mean...
he's leaving Jewelry here.
Yeah, gonna leave Jewelry here, yeah.
Where the heck did I put the
She's
horses?
the one who knows how to fly the ship.
And before the dwarf place is what's being attacked next.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering where I put that horse.
Honestly, I doubt it, but okay.
Why do you doubt it?
You doubt?
Because if it was me, if I was the one in charge of these orcs, I'm not saying I am, but if it was me, I would not try and siege out a heavily defended target while there is a less heavily defended target that could possibly hit me in the ass.
Well, we are assuming that it is a heavily defended target.
I mean, they're dwarves, so...
That's an assumption. You're being dwarfish.
They are, by a mountain thingy.
Yes.
I think was the reason we decided they were...
They have a much more
defend-
tactical defense point. That doesn't mean that
Yes.
they themselves can defend themselves easily.
Requires...
I mean-
Okay.
Yeah, so Jacob hops up on horse.
Mhm.
Offers hand to Arn to let her up.
Arn accepts help up.
And they ride off into the sunset. Scene.
Yes. They ride
Yeah.
off into the sunset. And actually, are we at that time?
Yes.
Okay. They ride off into the sunset as cowboy music probably plays in the background.
On a banjo.
Wow.
A little cowboy hat floats down on Arn's head.
Oh my god.
That would be freaking... Okay, but Arn in a cowboy hat is freaking adorable.
And this has been part 1. Let's see what happens in part 2.
I have to say,